An evil cabal of agents pretending to be militant, sent to infiltrate a seemingly threatening black organization whose mission was to assassinate a legitimate black leader who rose up through their ranks. A diversionary tactic employed by a corrupt lieutenant from Newark, New Jersey's Mosque number 25, under the orders from top Nation of Islam officials.
This is a 30 caliber M1. It came with a clip with had 29 rounds of ammunition in the clip, and there was one in the chamber.
When Malcolm came into the Nation of Islam, you could put all of the followers in a station wagon and still have some room left. But Malcolm came in there and went to work.
The disappearance of a mysterious man who was the founder of the Nation of Islam, who suddenly had...
When he said, you be for truth and what's right.
Malcolm's followers have said they went to Lenox and 116th last night to buy a newspaper. Do you agree?
No, I don't agree with that.
Why do you think they did go there?
I believe they went there for a show of force, to show Mohammed's people that they were prepared and to scare off some of this opposition.
Were Mohammed's people armed?
No, as far as I know, they had no arms.
Were any of them arrested?
No, they weren't arrested. When he took this...
A man is judged by his conscious behavior, and the conscious behavior collectively of the white race toward non-white people has been the type of behavior that is practiced only by a devil or devils.
A race of people on earth who continuously cause the suffering of another race. A race of people whose very own history of mistreating those of a different color corroborated everything that the black Muslims had accused them of.
So then in essence you feel that white men per se are devils?
He teaches us that God told him that the white race is a race of devils.
An organization of Afro-Americans united to take a stand, only to be infiltrated by their very own that would halt the progress of unborn generations yet to come.
Then they told me, we want you to go up to 125th Street and 7th Avenue around the Teresa Hotel.
An organization that was
in a station wagon and still have some room left. But Malcolm came in there and went to work.
The disappearance of a mysterious man who was the founder of the Nation of Islam, who suddenly had to leave town.
You be for truth and what's right.
Once well-meaning and very militant, until the law of money totally modified its aims and objectives.
That there was a man by the name of H.L. Hunt, one of the wealthiest men in the world, Dallas businessman, owned oil wells, was basically in charge of the oil business in the United States, connected to the CIA. Several people suggested he might have had a piece of the Kennedy assassination. We know that he was the largest contributor to the Nation of Islam. He used to give them, from what I understand, over $100,000 a year back in the early 60s. He also was the largest contributor to the Ku Klux Klan.
Ungodly murders of American-born black people that went on unchallenged by a supposedly militant group who called themselves the Nation of Islam, whose military apparatus never lifted a finger to respond to the brutal wanton violence of their white tormentors, but somehow would always manage to conjure up the hatred to attack and murder their own.
This is an Italian rifle. This is the same type of rifle that killed President Kennedy.
It's an Italian Beretta?
Yes. They also had two walkie-talkie radios, two-way radios.
An assassination team ready to commit murder in broad daylight just to remain on the payroll of an old white Texan, a black organization that was owned by the power structure that kept them passive and under control, and who was their true paymaster.
Like, I don't even think Malcolm realize I don't know if he would even have appreciated the word leader. You know, he was like an example. He was there for us, you know. He was more of like an example to all of us. And he said, you be for truth. And nobody in this world could make me think that Malcolm wasn't somebody special. I know he was.